kings and queens clash your sword. Yeah. Without further delay, you kings and queens know this one already.
100 kings and 100 queens?
We gonna got to show up. And inside the ones that don't know, we got to pull in on. Yeah. So, coming right in, I just had to put this beginning of this video right here, in front of this video here. We did a meeting, and in that meeting we talked about the actual final templates for your IRS documents to do your power of attorney. And I will tell you the importance of these documents for any of y'all. I don't care if you're a guru or if you're someone coming into 100 kings and queens. I always tell y'all that things are subject to change based on changes with the United States corporation. So the things that it was already there, but I wasn't pushing it for the 7 steps and the pre-steps. So now we have pre-step 1, pre-steps 2, and pre-steps 3. Now, the test will reflect, the entry test will reflect the pre-step that we're adding here, which was already there, so we're really not adding, is the power of attorney fiduciary step with the Internal Revenue Service. It will be added as a bonus on the test. Okay, so if you're catching this right now and you're coming in, then, and I will put this as one of the 6 videos that you will watch to take the test. So it's no longer 5. Okay, but the purpose of this is to kill off the power of attorney of the government that is being your fiduciary. The Form 56 instructions, I think it's the 2013 edition instruction version. They're kind of hiding now. It's not that it's not there. It is. It's the purpose of the form is to kill off the government being your fiduciary. When you came into this world, it was passed around from the hospital to the Secretary of State, to the Secretary of State, to the Vatican. And I'll get into that another day, but the Vatican does not own your birth certificate. We had already proved that. We got documentary proof showing that. So stop letting people lie to y'all. I keep telling y'all what I give y'all is factual and actual. And people always want to see documentary proof, but this king has it from a certified public accountant. And the king was hurt by it. Because they have your fingerprints as long as your footprints. Do you think they just have your footprints? No, they have your fingerprints as well. So they took a derivative of you and they're selling it. So this is what makes the bonds lawful money, because it's backed by you. Okay? And Queen Storm had mentioned that in one of the meetings when I was testing everybody on that question. But we have to separate ourselves from who's administrating our estate. Our estate is you. You are born from Mother Nature. You're born from the land. And you want to kill off that and become your own administrator and controller and owner. People always say you can't own anything. Well, as long as you're a corporation, you can, because you're dead. And some of you need to realize that. You can't own anything. Only the dead can't own. That's why banks can't own. And they don't even really own the instrument, only the holder in due course. And according to the 8288 form, they have to give that back to the United States. Why? Because all instruments are taxed. Why? They're a loan. You get loans from it. how to use them most of the time. The other way they use them are just trading it and just giving it away to the Treasury. But it's an obligation of the United States because it's a debt. A debt instrument is a debt that's 18 U.S.C. 8, 12 U.S.C. 411, 31 U.S.C. 3123, 31 U.S.C. 3727, and 31, and all those are USC codes, excuse me, and you have 31 USC 240.14, read it all the way down to 17, wherever it goes. And you put all those together, and there's your answer, along with the 8288 form, the 1099A, 1099B, 1099 OID, and that's how these things are done. And that's the whole system I just gave you, of the money system. And then you incorporate full faith and credit, which lines back up with 31 USC 3727, 31 USC 3123, excuse me. I'm giving y'all the money system right here. The whole entire goddamn system. If you, your mammy, your daddy, your pappy, your sons, your daughters, your cat, your dog, want to understand how this system works, I just gave y'all the whole goddamn system. Read the instructions on all of those. Read the codes, okay? Cross-reference every last one of those. Read the instructions on the 1099A and 1099C under the IRS. Just type that in, IRS instructions, 1099A, 1099C, and then link back up with real estate. Read a part of real estate over there, okay, and property. So I'm trying to give y'all everything y'all need. I only have 6 more months here, so I want y'all to be very knowledgeable of this information. I care about our people, even though all people ain't our people. Some of y'all are agents sent to disrupt, just like they did with COINTELPRO. It's still alive. So I'm here to set the captives free, and I didn't really realize the position I was in until yesterday when it really hit me. I've been knew that I had a position like that, but it really didn't dawn on me till yesterday. And I said, wow, I'm like Jesus walking. You know, not saying I am he, but he who lives in me. You know, whatever his name was, whoever he was, he still was someone like me here. And I'd improve that. So if you don't believe that being, whatever he was, that found his inner self, knew his inner self, inner being, he was one like me. Okay, so, and I'm like him. So that's why I'm here to set the captives free. A lot are COINTELPRO agents, and like I said, y'all would get found out, smoked out. Like a lot of them been smoked out. A lot of them been trying to come in. I just threw a smoke bomb in their face and pushed them down the damn cliff. Okay? So that's what happened to you. So again, I just gave y'all the information that y'all need. Okay? And understand why you have to have your own fiduciary, which is not your straw man. And in this video from our 100 Kings and 100 Queens meeting, it states that you see that from the king or queen being the fiduciary. You are the king or queen. The king or queen is private. You do not have to go to court and change that name. Just keep it in the private. Once you put it on these documents, it's in their system under the master files, under the Social Security Administration, under the because Social Security Administration works with the IRS. So they know. Social Security Administration knows, your bank knows, your state knows, everyone knows. Believe it. They work in conjunction. So without further delay, I'm going to go into the 100 Kings and 100 Queens meeting. that we had. Those that want to settle their debts with these corporations, we have a special for silver. There have been a lot that have purchased theirs. We're mailing them out right now. They'll buy one, get one free, so you get $2 billion in lawful money credits with real silver. This is your art, but in the private, it's your money. Okay? And I'm training y'all on how to make your own money before I leave. So you're going to buy one, which is only $50, and you get the second for free. So you can give one to someone. You get 2 deeds. You get 2 certificate of ownership deeds, which is a security entitlement deed. And you also get the assignment deed, where you assign to the company to settle the debt. Right now we're switching up to step 3 and step 4. Emergency mode, based on this draft thing. Okay? So I urge y'all at the sound of my voice, those who do not have your silver certificates, please, for the sake of your sons, your daughters, because my son told me yesterday, he came over yesterday to do his deed poll and things. He helped me with the silver, get some of the silver registrations out. It's very serious. All 3 of my sons were here yesterday, and over my dead body, my son's not fighting no corporate war over my dead body. And even they still know how to handle this. And my youngest son is taking this very serious. I said it would be my middle son, or my youngest son and my middle daughter that would do this process. And my other sons, all of them under 26. Well, excuse me, my daughter's not. My oldest daughter's not. So y'all better get y'all stuff together. Okay? The silver is buy one, get one free. It's only $50. Cash App, $ KINGSTEVIAN. Put your name, your phone number, so I can call you to get your mailing address. And then put S.C. to S.C. and that stands for 2 silver certificates. Okay? And that's what you're going to use when you're turning in that birth certificate and that deed poll. And I will also get y'all the deed poll color to use to print on 24-pound white watermark bond paper. You're going to transfer the blue over to that white watermark. You can buy that paper at Walmart. At Walmart. It's $11.99. Might be cheaper in your location. But it's white watermark paper. It might be resume paper or bond paper, but it has to have the watermark in it. So go purchase that immediately for your sons and daughters. I'm here helping y'all. Anybody who's out there doing this, and it's touching, I am not charging y'all any barcodes on this because I care. So if you know someone that's a father or mother, have them reach out to me, because we're at the point right now where this is very serious. Very, very serious. We're on alert, emergency alert right now. While they've been dragging their damn feet, and this includes you. You don't have to, of course, your status got to be corrected as well. But we're going to jump into step 3, okay? But you need to do this power of attorney, and you also need to do it on your sons and daughters if they don't do it for themselves. Take power of attorney over them. You're going to do it for yourself. You're going to do it for every last one of your sons and daughters who are 26 and under. Okay? Y'all, let's get this stuff done. Stop playing. Stop worrying about houses and cars, all that stuff there. Now it's about freedom. See, I tell y'all, anything can change up and switch. A lot of y'all was worried about houses at first. But right now, I'd rather be homeless and free than being someone's slave in a war, corporate war, fighting over money. Because you don't want to go on the gold and silver standard. You want to stay on this dollar system. That's what the fight is about. You're mad because these people are dealing with lawful money. And you want us to use the dollar as a negotiable instrument to get to the goddamn real money. That's what these codes I gave y'all about earlier is all about. Just gave y'all the entire goddamn money system. That's how it links up with HJR 192. That's why they took the gold out of existence. But they were actually doing it, and I will give the United States props for this. They were doing it to stop the private bankers from selling extra notes that they were holding for the militants that was fighting the war. When they came back, they redeemed their gold and silver, which was the lawful, real lawful money, because the bankers were holding their gold and silver for them. But the bankers took it upon themselves to sell the notes, which was crazy. And they didn't have enough gold to distribute out when they came to redeem. They were selling your gold and silver, and they're still doing that now. So now it's time to get our own. That's the importance of the lawful money. They're holding your real estate, and you want to get that back. Some of y'all don't care. When you have gold and silver, lawful money, and those credits, you can buy whatever you want because the Treasury is holding, as the banker, back in the days, the Civil War and all that, they're holding your gold and silver. They're your bankers. They work for you. You're not a slave when they work for you, okay? Your status is correct. They're just holding that. So that way you can purchase things, trade for things in the United States. That's it. It's no different if you went to another country and you wanted to buy something or trade something with an Egyptian or a Chinese man. You have to go by their money system. So please respect the United States way of doing things, because they did it to protect your real estate from the private bankers, which we see now the private bankers are still doing it. That's why when you do your ladder called a dispute ladder, please go look at that video called Do a Dispute Ladder, and y'all all are going to do it on vital statistics and the Secretary of the State. So Secretary of State and vital statistics, you're going to do a dispute ladder on them both. Okay, that's what this deed poll and birth certificate and silver stuff is going to go against. Okay, and I will walk every last one of y'all through this. If it gets overwhelming, then I have a big class on this and show y'all how to free y'all sons and y'all daughters. Okay, this is very serious, guys. I told y'all when they showed that movie, Leave the World Behind, what was happening. The New York thing, the thing in the book, I think it was Revelations, that I showed y'all before. A lot of y'all didn't take it serious when I told y'all, but now y'all see what's happening. Like I was talking to King Tino Mayer last night. I said, yeah, this proves that this war is coming. So, take it serious or don't take it serious, but you will be the ones that's left behind, because you are the world. You know how Michael Jackson said, we are the world? Well, like the movie say, leave the world behind. And with that said, let's get into the video. Okay, I got the screen up.
Hey, King.
Yeah.
King, I just looked up SAVE, right?
Look up what?
SAVE, and it's a part of USCIS, which is on my green card. That's it. Wow, look at that.
Damn.
That's what's up.
What's so good about that? Sort like it's a good thing.
What do you mean? When I get this certification of value specialist, what do you think's gonna happen? I'm gonna own them.
Man, I just want to get.
I'm gonna show how.
That's all I want to do. I don't care about nothing else. I want to get out of these people's stuff once and for all. Make sure everything is covered. You know.
When I meant own them, King, meaning I could, get my my pride free. That's what I meant. 1, 2, 3.
Save it for last, though.
What's that, King?
I say save it for after, you can knock it out when you settle it.
What you said about my mama? All right. So everybody looking at the screen? Yeah. All right. So on this, I'll be making whatever corrections I need to be making on this. So this will be the last one. Y'all can just change it as we go. So you got the POA logo on there. That should get their attention off rip. Don't remove that. Just let it stay there. Durable power of attorney. You got to get your barcode. You do this without a barcode, you are not saying that you are foreign. This will be a domestic document, which means it has no power. You use this document, create a bond on it, and you wrap back being bonded again. You got a foreign barcode on it, they cannot securitize it. I'll say it again. Any document that you put a foreign barcode on, they cannot securitize it. Especially if it's held in trust. All right. So you put your all caps name, first, middle, and last, what you were born with. Not your married name, not your adopted name, none of that stuff. What you were born with. No negotiations there. Because you're taking over that name. It doesn't matter even if you was adopted, because there are still securities on that name. All those birth certificates are linked back. They got records of when the name changed, it's still the same number. Okay. Of the address, you're going to put the full address of the straw man, no P.O. boxes. And make sure I put that on here. No P.O. boxes. The straw man address should be the physical living address. Because when they go to that address, they can only talk to the registered agent. And that registered agent is the king or the queen. So, because what they'll do, even if you try to hide behind a P.O. box, what they're going to do is go to the post office, and they're going to get your physical address from them. Now you're messed up. So stop thinking you're hiding behind a P.O. box, because you're not. Hereby designate, and then you put your king or your queen name. That's your first name backwards. Queen, king, whatever. First name spelled backwards. Then you put of the, whatever your last name is, estate. The last name you were born with. Birthed with. Not no L's, not no B's. Throw that mess away. If you are a junior, a second, a third, and all that, you do not put that in here at all. You cannot put second and third and all that stuff in your king and queen name. That name's supposed to be totally separate from that all caps name. That's why it's spelled backwards. All right. And since you're dealing with the king or queen, that is care of the above address, same address. You're going to put the zip code, no zip exempt, no spelling out. That's changed because they got to be able to get in contact with the agent, especially if they're going to cut the check. To act as the agent for the principal's benefit. See, so the beneficiary is not doing nothing. And shall exercise the powers in the principal's best interest and general welfare as a fiduciary. Mighty funny to say fiduciary, because normally fiduciary deal with the dead. So, if you ain't talking, please mute your phone. I say mute your phone, I mean mute your phone. Exit you out of here. All right, where are we? All right, so everything else is self-explanatory. There will be zero other individuals. Do not put 1, 2, 3, or none of that. It's always going to be 0 until you do the one for the county. Then you can put more than one, but this is for the IRS. So I'm just going to leave that in here so nobody changes that. Got to stop y'all from putting 1. Because if the IRS see that, they will flag it or they won't register. All right, so I'm going down to the things that most people have messed up on too. So it talks about the initials and all the spaces. So on the left, everything needs to be initialed. This is about banking. Initial there. This is about business interest. Put your initials there. The next one is about safe deposit boxes. Put your initials there. Stocks and bonds, that includes the birth certificates. Bonds that were sold and issued out, those as well, if you take control of those. Initial that. Commodities and options, that's similar to the stocks and the bonds, with the market. Initial there. But when y'all do y'all initials, make sure you put the initials of your first, your middle, and your last. Do not just do first and last. And need to be the initials of the principal that's above on page 1. Claims and litigation, that's dealing with courts. You're going to initial that. As y'all see that you got any court cases, you got a king over that, then the king is the one to show up to court. They have no jurisdiction over him. So the straw man don't have to show up. The beneficiary don't have to show up to court. The king or queen can show up to court because the king or queen is acting as that beneficiary. So they cannot say that the beneficiary didn't show up to court. So lending and borrowing. That lets you know that if the king or queen want to borrow on behalf of the straw man, like if the state owes you, you can borrow on their behalf. So they're the ones that they ain't going to cheat you. But we're not going to get into all that borrowing stuff. But your initials. Government benefits. Okay? Initial that. The king or queen will represent you on that. Retirement plans. You're arguing with your job about the retirement plans, Charles Schwab, all that. King or queen can represent you on that. Initial there. Taxes, IRS, initial there. Even taxes with tax in the corporation on the silver or the copper or whatever instrument. Initial there. First, middle, last initial. Insurance and annuities. So, like the king was saying, when you get a birth certificate, they put insurance on you. It makes sense because if you took out a loan, anybody who takes out a loan, they all put insurance on you just in case you die. Somebody have to pay for that loan that was lost. So I was telling this to someone who asked me about this this week. Everybody need to be writing to every bank, everybody you are associated with, and tell them to take you off of any insurance that they have. And you're going to write to the Department of Insurance in that state that company is in and report, and include your birth state. And that'll stop all that. You can go to the Department of Insurance and Banking in your state. All right, estates, trust, and other beneficial interests. So, the king or the queen, on behalf of you, can do this. So that's why you're able to go get the 9-8 and tell them you're the king or queen. Scrolling down, real estate. King or queen can buy real estate, invest in it, own it, all that. Initial there. Personal property. When it comes to bankruptcy, a lot of your personal property is dealing with bankruptcy, but your king or queen can come in and take over that and handle that for you. So, and including putting it in any trust. Initial there. Personal and family maintenance. Initial there. And it breaks it down about the children and all that. So it says the principal's children, all that, see? So if you have to go execute the birth certificates and all that on behalf of the beneficiary, you, as the king or queen, can do that. Right? And it even says right here, make periodic payments of child support. The only payment there is lawful money. So you know you got to handle it through the Treasury and the IRS. Gifts. The courts mainly say y'all are giving gifts. The job you work, say you're giving that as a gift. So you need to come in and rebuke, reject, take back those gifts. So that means you got to take care of the paperwork. Even if it was a gift, given to somebody's mama or whatever, then you can handle that as well. So, the Internal Revenue Code, Section 529, 26 U.S.C., Section 529 talks about it as well. Okay? And then it says, unless the power of attorney otherwise expressly provides language in a power of attorney granting general authority with respect to gifts, authorizes the agent only to. See? So right here, where you can add the stuff dealing with the gifts. Okay? Special instructions. You can add special instructions down here. Make sure you initial it. And this goes into protection of your facial. That still goes back into personal property, but if you want to be very specific about what this power of attorney has power over, to control, to list as assets, those type of things, you can list it here. So initial it and make sure you write that out. Write it all out before you take it to get notarized and authenticated or apostilled or turned into the IRS. And we went over this last time. You make sure you want to deal with facial recognition, fingerprints, blood, DNA, all that stuff here. That power of attorney has the power over that to control it and keep others from messing with it. So just put however you want to put that in there, so that way nobody touch your personal property. But even if you don't, it still will be handled above on the person. So your initials go right here again. Power of attorney shall begin. Boom. So this is the beneficiary's initialing. Right, it says authority of agent. You can write the agent's name down there. But down here somewhere, you're supposed to sign. I will still write the name out and sign it right where it says authority of agent. And it goes down, talk about the liability of agent. For those who don't know, the liability of an agent is also called a declaration. It would be a declaration of trust. It keeps the agent from being liable. but it still gives the liability that he or she's liable for. Okay? So, reimbursement, compensation, national and state laws, put your birth state here. And then it also talks about in each state and state of your state. Photocopies, you're going to put your barcode number here. Well, actually, photocopies of this document can be relied upon as though they were originals as long as the foreign EAN number, and that's your barcode number, or domestic UPC number is carried upon it. Make sure you put those barcode numbers there. Now, one already has 0 before it, one don't. The one that don't have 0 is the public. The one that has 0 is the private. Dated, principal signature, all caps name here. Got your 2 witnesses. You come down here. This page is only the private page. The notary has nothing to do with this page. You don't have to show it to them. You do not have to bring your notary to the witnesses or the witnesses to the notary.
Even though at the top of there you have where it says in the presence of a notary, public, and 2 witnesses.
I don't see that here. Hold on.
It's on the page that the witnesses.
Okay. But that shouldn't even be there. Well, actually, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter really, but I can take that out.
Good. Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's talking about the next page.
Okay.
The 2 witnesses page is for the 2 witnesses, and the notary page is for the notary. But I'll take that out. All right. So you got your witnesses. The king or queen name is here, of the last name of state. Okay. And then the agent for the all caps name, full all caps name. And then the agent's signature goes here. And then you will print that out again, the king or queen name, first name backwards of the whatever the last name you was birthed with, a state. Care of. Take the zip exempt out. You're going to put the zip.
So we're no longer
you don't need that.
going to say branch.
No, you don't need zip exempt. You can if you want to.
Okay.
Still care of.
Right.
Because the fiduciaries and the trustees working on behalf of the strawberry.
So put the zip back in there.
Yes, you have to have a zip. Because that's the only way they're going to be able to get in contact with you. The address got to match up with the 2848. So, and I don't like this because why is it doing this page like this? There we go. There we go. No, you can, that page, all you got to do is just correct it. That's all you got to do. As long as the notary page is not messed with, you're good. Because remember, you got separate pages. Like if I was to correct this page right here with my witnesses, it's still not going to mess with this page of the notary page.
And King, would we get this throughout our birth date before we go to the IRS?
You can.
Okay.
But when you do the one at the county, you definitely want to have that authenticated. You want full faith and credit on that. So do not file nothing with the county unless you got the full faith and credit on it. Because that lets them know what's good in this state is good in the next, what's good in this county is good in the next county.
Okay.
If you don't have full faith and credit on it, you ride to the next county, they arrest you, push you out your car, slap you with the nightstick, and you say, what did I do? No. Anyway, You ain't gonna have nothing. You have no protection. They can take power of attorney over you. But if it's full faith of credit, they can't do it.
Do they?
So,
Does the question for you, King? Does the county actually get a copy of the full faith and credit page, or how does that work?
what attorney? Should be what attorney?
No, we take this to the county. I can't do
Yes,
it.
they gotta have the full faith and credit.
Okay, so they get a copy of that page. Okay, that's what I want to know.
Yep. And remember, you can file it. Well, you want to do it under probate anyway. But if you do it under probate, make sure you do an indigency form where they can't charge you. They can't charge you. They can't put a bond on it. And you can get your well, if you're going to tender anything and they force you to tender anything, do it under your trust. Say, well, my trust is filed. Because if your trust is filed, they can't create a bond. That's against their law. 12 USC deposits. All right. So state of what's that?
12 USD what?
Then 12 USC. Just don't go under 12 USC. No specific number. Just go under deposit. The section that says deposit.
Deposit.
Deposits, yeah.
Okay.
So y'all know how to do the notary. The assigner beneficiary name is the one that signs. Make sure you do it with hyphens and colons. It's already there. Should have a period after here. And notary signs right here. It needs a date. I thought I put a date on here. Dang.
Well, at the top it says on this blank day of blank 2024.
Yeah, but it got to be on the note. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Thank you for saying that. So now I'm wondering what the hell that king was talking about when he said a notary said he got to have a date. Because it already have one right here. She probably missed it herself. And that's it on the power of attorney.
Okay, how many pages is yours?
Mine's got 24. Mine's got 24.
Okay, mine does too, but I noticed the difference from when we went over it before.
I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe, hold on. Why is it doing that?
Okay, on page 1.
Oh, you know why it's doing that on mine? That's why. Because the dang on thing will shrink down. So just click on that number and open it up wider. Dang. So that's why I had the number 2 on. See? I just had to open up mine. See? When you click on it, it's going to do this. You got to open that box up.
Yeah.
It ain't that it's misnumbered. It's just the fact the box somehow shrunk down. I'm glad I figured that out.
On page 1, the one you had sent out before, we have 2 of the emblems on there, and you told us to put the barcode in between the 2.
Yeah. I went on there today messing with it, and it wouldn't let me put the barcode in the middle. So I just did it like that.
So can we leave the 2 barcodes in the middle with the 2 icons on the outside?
Yeah, long as it don't mess with your barcode. If it messes with your barcode, then just move one of them out of the way. Take one of them off.
Okay. No, I have it. It all fit on there just fine. But can you go back to page 1? Because I just need to... You have that read different than what we had before. Because we spelled out the address and all that. So I just need to go in there and change that wording to match what you have now.
Yeah. Okay. There it goes.
Okay, can you pull it up some?
Hold on real quick. I'm trying to. Somebody over there sleeping. Molly funny. They try to find out why the court's got power over attorney. Like, don't call me. You was one of them I'm like, you one of them motherfuckers that was sleeping damn class.
Is it possible to read page 1 for those of us that are calling in?
There's an app you can look on. I'll just take this part and clip it, just cut it, and then I'll post it on YouTube.
Okay.
It's mighty funny. I done had so many report cards and graded so many, and people still messing up. So either they're doing it intentionally, like I was talking to a couple of people today, they're doing it intentionally, trying to disrupt, or this ain't for them. If you can't get your power of attorney straight, you might just tell your tribe, hey, we're going to stay citizens forever. Let's stay marked by the beast.
So the power of attorney will not
I can barely hear you.
In the meantime, King, when you take a loan, right? This is a little besides the, dual power of attorney, but you did mention a little something. When you take a loan, somewhere in there, you're like,
no, I don't mention a little. I mention a lot.
I give you that. Look, when you take a loan, it's somewhere in the fine print.
I don't take it.
All right. When I take a loan, somewhere in the fine print.
You working for the man. You working for the man, trying to use that manipulative maneuver on me. So when you take a loan, and then he be like, then the man say, have him say it 3 times in the microphone.
I have no clue. You got me on that one, because I don't know what you're talking about. But if we get back to what I'm trying to say, you take a loan, and
then you get back what you're trying to say, I don't know how much you're talking about. When we get back what I'm trying to say, how much you talking about?
All right. So look, right?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
With that, somewhere in there you sign off that they could.
No, it's not with that. It's the with it.
With it. I'm trying to get to this insurance thing.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, this insurance, because look, that's a big subject, man. Tax, trust, all this stuff.
Yeah.
The insurance is huge, man. So when you take a loan, there's somewhere in there.
Yeah, they got insurance. Yeah, you're right.
Huh?
Yeah, it is. We all need to be writing our banks and every company we ever had done business with. We got a lot of work. I'm just going to tell you.
The fine print, huh? Because the IRS forms. Shit.
Huh?
The IRS says you can make like your own forms as long as it's in accordance.
Yes.
And then that's how they make up their forms, and they squish it in fine print, and then you don't know what you're signing. That's fucked up.
You're signing a derivative of the IRS document. But they have to state that it what's that word they use? Pretty much in correspondence with or in lieu of. That's what it got. It has to state in lieu of IRS document such and such. If it don't do that, that's fraud.
And then that's how they get you. Wow.
No, they have to state it's in lieu of.
No, I'm saying right. But all the mumbo jumbo before, I'm saying that goes with it. That's how they get you. That's crazy.
So we got enough knowledge now.
And that, King, listen, when you go 15% of the JM bullion market fair value, for example, that's more than what you intended for the JM bullion. So it's even more money. Holy shit. These people, yo, insurance is so much money. This is crazy. Yeah. My head hurts.
Yeah, they you know what when it comes down to loans, they say that you have to have insurance anyway. Because something I was reading. It's an asset. Because it's under the Treasury, I forgot what code. It's called insured instrument. You have to insure the instrument. But again, if you're tied to that instrument, guess who else they're insuring? Not just the instrument, but you.
Surety.
That's like when you watch Shark Tank and Mr. Wonderful be talking about, I got to put insurance policy on you. He said, because you might go outside and get hit by a bus. If it's just you running this company.
Yeah, that's crazy. Woo.
Bananas, right?
Wow. Yeah, y'all all better have an insurance policy on me just in case something happened to me.
I wanted to ask
that. Something happened to King Stevian, goddamn, I'm lost. But yeah, that money ain't gonna teach you nothing.
Yeah.
February.
All right, that's it. That's all y'all need to see on this. All right, so all the pages are corrected now. So this is the corrected one. Let me save this. Come on now. What the hell is this thing doing? All right, 2024. Oh, yeah. All right, so let me go on over to the next one. Again, y'all can look at Form 56 on YouTube. I already did it. I don't know why I'm pulling that up, man. I'm trying to get to the 2848. Oh, gosh. Come on, man. There we go. King Heru, I went over this already. So, page 1 of the 2848. You're going to use your full straw man name. You're going to put your social of the taxpayer, and only the social as it says here. What the hell?
So he said social with one dash.
Oh, why is doing that? No, you can put, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? Okay.
Yeah, one dash will mean the estate.
So we want to do
but
two.
They'll still catch it, though.
Okay.
Somebody was talking about this. They said, you put poke them down, wait, that don't tell me who address. And then when somebody see the Duns and Bradstreet address, they think I'm sitting right talking about the damn Duns and Bradstreet. Let me go ahead and change this. Hey, some people are just that slow.
Yeah.
You told me the Duns and Bradstreet address. I gave their address. And since you said that, I thought you meant vital statistics. Guess I do have to spell everything out. Let me take this off. They'll sit and put shitty city. I'm telling you, man. You think I'm joking? You told me to put this.
Mm-hmm.
They literally are doing it. My gosh, I can't have a sense of humor no more. I'm gonna take off King Dingaling. You sure gonna tell me to put King Dingaling there? Really?
That was good. I thought
Hey, man, that's right. Y'all thought I was lying in them dang videos. Oh, man, I just copied what you had there. So your name is King Dingaling.
Well, at least
Hey,
it was a
that's
good
a
joke
Jamaican
for the
name,
IRS.
That's a fire name.
That is fire. That's a Jamaican name right there. Let's go.
They don't even let me take it out, actually. I can't even take this out.
There you go.
Leave it alone.
I'm not
King
really-
Ding-a-ling.
I'm not
Leave it
really-
alone.
I'm not the King Dingaling now. They won't let me take it out. Dang.
Leave it alone.
Hey, that didn't even sound right. Take it out.
Yeah, right.
What the hell?
Yo.
All right, P. Diddy. All right. So you're gonna put your king or queen name in number 2. Box number 1 is the straw man information, physical address. Line 2 is the representative, which is your king or queen name. That's the same as on the power of attorney. King or queen name, first name spelled backwards with of the your last name estate. What you was birthed with. Not your married name, not no L or Bay name, none of that. Okay. You're taking control, and this is exactly like when the king was talking today about the birth certificate. This is how you know right here now that your name never damn changes. I don't care what you change it to. Because if they got the master file and they're still using it, what do you think? You telling me they went back in there and put your foot back on another master file again? No, they still have that same name that your mama gave you. So you can name yourself L or Bay all you goddamn want. It's still in that system. That's what your mammy calls you. Yep. That proves it right there. Just by this king doing what he did, it proves so much stuff. That's why that proves that your private name is your private name. You keep it in the private. Stop changing your names. You can be married 100 times. That master copy ain't gonna say that. Like they're gonna run back to the master file and just keep changing it. Oh, she got Johnson now, change it. She got Thompson now, change it. Oh, she got Bay, change it. People get tired of that. You've been using so much damn ink. All right, so moving on. Phone number, only use one representative. Make sure this box is checked. It says check if to be sent copies of notices and communications. Yes. Go down to 3. Acts authorized. You are required to complete line 3. So you have to put it. Allowed to handle income, employment, payroll, excise, estate, gifts, whistleblowers, practitioner, discipline, PLR, FOIA, civil penalty. What is that? Section, I forgot what that is. What is that? It ran off. But when it says forms, you're going to put all forms, or if you want to list them out, you can, but make sure you put the 1041 if you list the different forms. And where you get the different forms from, go over on your Form 56, where they say all the boxes you have to check, and you list all those forms. Now keep in mind, you can use this box, and this box to list all the forms, even though you did just this one. So you can spread them all out. Okay. Tax years, I think they said you don't want to put all, you want to put past, certain past, and then, what was it, King Aru? 3 years into the future?
Yeah, 3 years into the future. Go all the way back, yes. Put it in line with
so you were born
around the
your
same
birthday?
time when you apply with the estate. The estate to 3 years in the future. Keep it in line with the estate, yes. Remember you said 25 years, right? With the estate?
Yeah.
Right, and then 3 years in the future, yep. So you're
gonna list, so you're gonna list, it's gonna be, might be 1970, whatever year to whatever year. Then you're gonna add 2025, 2026, 25 years ago, current. Yeah, that's clear enough. All right, so then we go down specific use not recorded on the centralized authorization file. If the power of attorney is for a specific use not recorded on CAF, check this box. See line 4. Leave that unchecked. 5A, you're going to check all boxes. 5A, you're going to check other acts. Then you're going to type in any and all other acts not mentioned, including negotiations of instruments. You go to B, there's nothing. 6, you're going to check that box because it says retention, revocation of prior power of attorney. So when you check that box, you're killing the states, you're still killing the courts, anybody who claimed that power of attorney over you to do taxes for you. So long as you have this on record. See, that's another thing. When you do your dispute ladders, send all your stuff off to the Treasury with your dispute ladder, your power of attorney 2848, your durable power of attorney, and I don't know about the Form 56 though. But because you're the one writing or your power of attorney, but still, you just proved it because it's in the IRS database. So that helps them with their case. Right? That's for anybody that's doing a mortgage too. Trust me, they got power of attorney. And you should always do a 14039 form. So number 6, you're going to check. Number 7, you're going to sign this as the beneficiary. You could sign it as king or queen, but do it as the beneficiary because the beneficiary is giving away the rights to the king or queen. Same as on the durable power of attorney. Just want them to all match up. Then the beneficiary can step back. So here it says executor trustee. If your king or queen signs it, it needs to be the executor, and you need to put POA. If your king or queen signs it. But if the beneficiary signs it, you're going to put the beneficiary name. Name and title with the hyphens and colons. Date it, and then just put beneficiary here.
Makes sense, 100%.
We're going to take King Dingaling off.
King Dingaling.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey King, when it comes to the company, would you obviously you don't send the company your 2848, but would you send them like a copy of the CAF and like cross them, like black the number out so they see that like one is on file with the king or queen? Would that be a good idea? Like especially like court cases, I'm saying.
No, it doesn't matter. As long as you have your doable power of attorney, that's what does it for them. And it's stamped by the IRS. When it's stamped by the IRS, then they know.
No, I'm saying the 2848, you wouldn't send the company that one.
No.
Because it has your information on there. Correct. But what I'm saying is, if you send them the CAF, which is like a receipt in a sense saying that you have a 2848 on file, and it says the king name, king or queen name, wouldn't you do that? Like send them that, but just block out the number.
Man, all you need to do is send that. All you do is send the company. You don't have to give them all your business. You're overworking yourself.
Gotcha.
Right. Still
keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid.
I don't want no kiss.
All right. So you're going to print your full birth certificate name here, first, middle, last. Okay? Because that's representations other than the individual. Well, yeah, it's a business. So you're putting the full birth certificate name, first, middle, last. Okay? And then that's on number 7 of the 2848 Part 2 Declaration of Representative. This has to be filled out or they will return it. It did mine. So down here, you're going to go down. It says, if this declaration representative is not completed, signed, and dated, the IRS will return power of attorney. Representatives must sign in the order listed in Part 1 and Part 2. So this is where the king or queen sign. You cannot be power of attorney for your fucking self. And I'm going to prove it to you. Some people out there, they so damn smart, they know more than you, having never read the damn code before, and they're sitting trying to talk you down with everybody else doing it, and I tell them, fuck everybody else. They don't know what I know. Sorry to say it, but I gotta say it.
Yeah, baby.
Because ain't nobody start talking about this code, and if they talking about it, they talking about it because they heard me talking about it. Because nobody knew about the dispute letter. Because if so, everybody would have been doing it. Then they'll be like, oh, you're interpreting it your way. No, I'm not. There's only one way. It's just like scriptures. There's no private interpretation. But that means everybody can look at it and get their own meaning from it. I was speaking with some lawyers on the phone for this queen, and they told me, oh, yeah, we're not going to go back and forth arguing about an interpretation. No damn interpretation. Just clear as day. This joke ain't even, what the heck going on here? Gosh, man. So every last one of these IRS forms and Treasury forms are from a code. And that's the first thing everybody needs to know. They don't want me to get on the internet, do they? To get out of these other ones, that's probably what's going on. Oh well, I will get back to that another day then. You don't want me talking about it. Dirty bastard. Anyway, so down at the bottom, you're going to put E on Part 2. So on Part 2, E is full-time employee. So when you do your 98 number, your state number, you always should put an employee. This is certifying the king or queen is the employee. This is also what, like I said last time, what prompts the IRS to give you your W-7 number. Like I said, I found that most amazing because I was telling people that before the IRS even made it clear. It was just a strategic move. They must be listening to my phone calls because they didn't have that before. You file a tax return, they're forced to give you your W-7 number. I came up with that. And then all of a sudden, now they asked doing it. Come on now. But anyway, the license and jurisdiction for the state or other licensing authority, this, if you have your assumed name, this can be your assumed name number. Because the king or queen is what? The fiduciary, the representative, the registered agent for that all caps name.
Executive, everything.
Yes. So the bar, the license, certification, registration, this can be not just your 98 number, but you can put your, let me erase that out, and I'm putting your, if y'all have the other stuff, that's fine too, but this is just an update. You can use your POA barcode, EAN.
Oh, you can use that too, huh?
Yes, it makes sense though.
Yes, it's registration.
So yes, it is. It's a registration. And especially, here's another thing. If you had your power of attorney authenticated, full faith and credit, you can use that full faith and credit number.
Yeah, it's almost like saying the Library of Congress number.
Well, that's the official claim number now.
Right.
The top one.
Right. Let me see.
Yep. So that's it. I told you a lot of things may change, but we're only going to make it better. It's not going to get less.
Right.
Huh?
Easier.
It's a whole lot easier and it makes more sense.
All right, let me go.
You know, from the changes that we just made, so I'm going to redo mine and have you view it and then turn it in. Do I need to put a letter of explanation when we do an update on these forms, or just turn it in and they automatically know for the new day?
No, do an explanation.
Okay.
Yeah, you always want to do that. And tell them to erase the other one off. This is replacing the last one. But remember, in the power of attorney, it says as long as those barcode numbers are there, you're good. So you can keep updating your power of attorney to add things on.
And more importantly, if you got your CFA, you could always send that in when you're doing your updates, so they know who you are.
That is okay. I don't care what nobody say about your king, Eru. You're all right with me.
God bless you. Thank God.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know
all the Jamaicans was gonna get kicked out of this group when King Barrington messed it up for us. I said, fuck all Jamaicans, and I said, I'm gonna keep my eye on King Eru. I'm gonna put him on silent probation. So it was silent already. I had you on probation and I was watching. And then you had your ass improved. I said, oh, he must know. He took all the weight. He must showing us right now that Jamaicans are good. And that's not all the same.
Oh my God. Yo, King, I'm going to tell you that I got a heart condition.
Hey, I had one other question. What form is that where we merge our social with the estate number?
You don't merge your social with the estate. It's automatically done when you get the estate.
Okay, so nothing we have to do there. Okay.
No.
And the estate and the 98 merge.
Yeah, when you merge the estate with the 98, so when you get the estate, it merges with the social automatically.
Okay.
Then when you merge the 9-8 with the estate, then it goes in the jurisdiction of the foreign.
You mean with the trust?
Yes.
8832.
It becomes foreign. It becomes foreign. If you want to use, if you want to use the social, you still could, but I wouldn't recommend it because even the IRS say not to use it no more.
Right. So when you merge your estate with the trust, is there a form you file to do that, or is it automatic?
8832.
8832.
That's what I thought. Oh, okay.
But first you do your address. If you're talking about the social with 2 dashes, that's 8822 by itself.
You don't do the social. You do not merge the socials.
I'm just trying to explain to her if it's she's concerned with the individual, then she needs to look at the 8822. That has to do with individual of the address. But the
address,
8822B, that's when you're talking about the business side of it, the estate, the corporate, LLC, whatever, assume name, whatever.
Yeah.
I know. Do all that. From one of our meetings, you did say on our estate, we need to take it from our branch office address and to turn it to our foreign address. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And that's on form.
That's on the social. That's 8822B. I got 3 templates. 3 templates. That's one. Yeah, that's one for the estate. One for the estate, the straw man, and the beneficiary.
Right.
Okay.
Same thing I said is the same thing King taught me. That's all.
Right. I'm just reiterating it because there's a lot of information with all this, and I'm trying to make sure I get it in order.
Yep.
So Shalom for the information.
All right. So one of the queens trying to say something sound like you're in the back of the shower. Like you put the phone on the floor while you're in the shower with the door closed, and I can hear the soap splashing with the soap suds busting.
I cannot, y'all.
That was the fan.
You know you was in the shower. Go ahead and tell the truth. I can feel the heat coming out of the bathroom.
Oh, it's steamy. Now, 8822, do we get a template from you for that?
Yep, you should already have them. But, just request them from me.
Okay.
I have a different type of question, just while we're going over this stuff. You know, every time when we use the king or queen, it's always of our last name estate. That's even dealing with the trust. So we're never going to say, I Queen Akram of the blank trust. It's just going to always be estate because it's all linked together.
Yes, it's always going to be the estate because the trust works for the estate forever. That's
right,
the purpose of the trust being created, is a rule over the estate.
Right, okay.
What you doing, girl? Why you over here? Want to come by me? Huh? Talking to my dog. My son gave me a dog for Father's Day.
Oh, that's what's up. What kind of dog you got?
Yeah, I was gonna say what kind.
It's a pit.
Uh-oh.
Her name is Hershey.
Hey.
Sweet chocolate.
Yep.
Hey,
you know that's a lot of money, right? Chocolate. That's a lot of that's as good as gold. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. Cacao.
Yeah, that's good money right there.
Yeah, cacao, man, good for you.
But King, don't let Hershey come and sue you.
Well, Hershey's an asset. She's security. He's already biting on stuff.
There you go.
Ain't number the fuck.
You mean like learning? You mean learning?
She's real estate.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
How to do it is the process.
Hey, I might make a dog album. Hey, King Lamont, watch out for him. Be getting a bunch of barking and yelping.
Something the other day. Yo, I can't. The other day. Hey,
Shoot, somebody snoring over there sounding like doggone Oscar the Grouch in the garbage can.
Yeah.
All right, let me finish this up. And I didn't want to go over it, I'm going to go over it again. Form 56. First, middle, last that you were born with. Social Security, you're going to put both of them. You're going to put one with dashes, one without dashes. Identifying number is without dashes. The decedent is the one with dashes. Okay? The identifying number is your bank account. Okay? That's how you would do a bank account number. Okay? Straw man address, do not use zip exempt. It says it right there. Physical address, everything needs to line up with what was on the power of attorney. Name, address, same king or queen name of the last name of state, care of. Oh, don't spell out the address. Get that back. Same address as above. I messed that up. All right. Same as above. Said it right there anyway. Do not use it exempt. Okay, that's part 1. Section A, authority. You're going to check G. You're going to put trustee, executor. You need to have the fiduciary on here. Take off. You can keep the custodian if you want to. I'm glad I kept that power of attorney on there. Like the Kings was saying what the IRS was talking about. Must be something new. All right. So G, trustee, executor, doable power of attorney, in fact, / or comma, fiduciary. 2A, there's nothing. 2B, you're going to put the same date as the POA, power of attorney. So that also lets you know your power of attorney got to come before the Form 56. Section B, Part 3. All boxes are checked. And then it says all and any tax filing. If they won't take it, then you just come back and you list the same ones that's over on your 2848. Okay? All right? So, but then they have some of them down here too. So, federal taxes, number 4, tax number 706, 709, 940, 941. So pretty much A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all are checked. And on H, you're going to check the box other, all and any tax file. Some of the IRS don't accept that. So if so, just find the other forms and list them. Okay. 5, if your authority as fiduciary does not cover all tax years and periods, check here. So it is going to carry all tax years. So you don't check that box. 5 is blank. Part 2.6, that box is checked. Okay. It says terminating prior notices. So you're killing off the courts, the state, all that. C is checked, other. And you're going to put, where you list all the agencies, your birth state of, if you was born in Georgia, you put Georgia. Any courts you can think of that you had business with, them especially. Corporations, all that. Anything, any judges, anybody you can think of that got bonds on you. I went to the Treasury to get bonds listed. All right, 7A, nothing. 8, nothing. Part 3, This is where your foreign court comes in. You do not need a 9-8 to do this. But go ahead and use your first, middle, last name that you were birthed with and put trust at the end and then put court. Well, the way I got it is your all caps name, trust, foreign court. So now with this being said, that goes back into what I was saying about the bankruptcy estate number I just got. I use my barcode number for the case. So when you do a bankruptcy, the Chapter 7, you have your own private courts. So again, they have to listen to what the court said. Keep that in mind. So the creditors have to listen to what the court said. You have your own court. This proves it. Once they file it, it's done. They can't say that you don't have it. Okay?
Now,
and then you put the date of you do your date of power of attorney. It's the same date. The foreign address goes here. Now, a lot of people might not have no foreign address. Some people know already when you got their foreign address from me. But what you're going to do, if you don't, then you will find your Indian territory and you will just put the address there of that Indian territory. So if it's Cherokee Nation, find the head Cherokee Nation, the real one, that's foreign to the United States, and you put it here. It might not have a zip, so you might not have to worry about that. Put a zip. Power of attorney date, time is going to be 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever time you were birthed. And just place of other proceedings, there is none. And since this is the Form 56, the king or the queen is the one that signed.
King, real quick, would you, there are two parts of the date. Would you put one of them, like the moon date, and then the other for them? Or just keep it,
well, one is just the proceeding, the date the proceeding initiated. And this one is the actual date you're signing, I think. Well, no, there is 2 dates. They got a date of proceeding. I know what that is. Then they got another date. Why they have that, I do not know.
So one of them, I just put the moon date, just so it gets reflected on record.
Yeah, that would make sense because you're foreign.
Right. Exactly.
But then you're going right back into their little coach blood.
That's their
jurisdiction because you're using their time.
That is their document, though. But you're just stating what it is.
Hey, I want to know, what do AM stand for? I never knew that.
That's a good question.
What do AM stand for? What do PM stand for?
You know, I asked that question before I got the answer. I don't remember. That's a great one. I did ask that.
Something like post meridian or something meridian, a meridian.
Yeah, the M is meridian, right? He's right on that part.
Ante meridian. Ante.
Huh?
What were the A?
A-N-T-E. Ante meridian.
The hell
is the meridian? Where's the meridian? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Ante meridian. Let's see. Post meridian is PM.
Well, what's the
meridian?
meridian?
What's the meridian?
What's meridian? Let's see.
Oh, that's a territory. That's what it is. That's how you get in their jurisdiction, their territory.
Oh, so you got to be at court 8 a.m. It's what now?
It's a Latin word. It means midday or noon.
Yeah, it's specific. It is pointing to a great circle on the surface of the earth, passing through the poles.
Yeah, that's Latin. Latin they made that when they made the clock.
Yes, Latin.
So when we deal with AMP and we're back in their jurisdiction because we're using their creation.
Right.
Right. That's
so
right.
What was the original? What was the original name for it?
Wow. Yeah, we gotta stop
It
using
was the
So we
same.
only
Let's
supposed to be
make
using the
it.
moon cycle. We're only supposed to be using the moon cycle then. The sun and the moon. Yeah, but what if I want a woman? What if I want a woman to come to my house at 11 a.m.? What am I going to tell her? Come, girl, when the sun is right above your head.
No, longitude and
Tell her to come at
latitude.
11 p.m. because you know they changed the time around.
Well, that time don't got nothing to do with my clock. The moon don't got nothing to do with that.
11 a.m., then if you tell 11 a.m., you really mean 11 p.m.
Well, what you got to do is go to her house and say, girl, when you see the moon about to hit, with the sun about to hit this branch on this tree right here, this day, this is the time you need to get in your car and come to my house.
Yeah, when the shadow.
Well, if you pay attention to the sun, where you live at, right?
Longitude and latitude. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
wherever
right.
you see that
tell
sun,
her, yo, King, you got to tell her about herself. So you got to tell her, look, you see that tree right there?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell her nothing about herself. I'm not going to get slapped. I'm not getting slapped.
You tell her, look, when the shade is like this on that tree by you, that's my time. You come away. I'm done.
If you think you're lonely now.
Yeah. I ain't worried about it. I got a new dog. I don't care.
King Stevian gonna be cussing that dog out. What?
I had already cussed it out. All that damn whining early in the morning. I already get up 9-something in the morning right now because of what Logan did to me. Now I get up every morning at 9, so I'm thinking he's coming. He's in daycare now, so I'm stuck. And now I got the damn dog whining every damn morning.
That's Hershey. Why do you call Hershey dog? It's Hershey.
Because I just named her today, since I have
I got a boy or girl? I never asked him.
It's a girl.
He's gonna be doing doggy talk.
Yeah, right.
Thank you so much for letting me join the call. I've been up 24 hours now, so I'm going to call it.
All right. So you got the forms. You heard it. I'll put a video out on it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a great morning or evening, depending on where you are.
No, it's definitely not a morning. Morning is at night.
Right. Wherever you are in the world.
Morning.
Well, anytime, when the sun go down.
Right. Australia is dark right now.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks. Ciao for now.
All right.
Shalom.
Hey, at the end, signature. So, did you take off custodian? I didn't see the last page. Heard it.
As long as it's let's see, stop. All right. Long as it's as long as it has the executor on there.
Okay.
Executor fiduciary.
Okay. So when you write in or turn in another Form 56, do the same. The letters coming from the Queen on letterhead for 56, and then you wait a couple weeks and turn in the updated 2848.
Goes to do about attorney.
Right. But you can't turn all this in at once if you're updating. So I was just saying it's one first.
No, you can't.
Right.
You don't mix the living with the dead.
Right. I was just saying both statements have to have updated. They have to write a letter, like you said, for both forms when you turn them in. These 2 weeks apart.
Yes, correct. And you probably can mail them to different locations too. I think the Form 56 might have a different location.
Well, I like to get them stamped. Remember, ours had mine turned in over a month.
Well,
So
from
now
what the
we're
king
updating.
said, one of the kings said that they will send you a stamped version of what he said. I don't know how true that is, but if he got one, then it must be true.
And to let you know, your Form 56, you're using the one from 2019. Their latest one is 2022.
Okay. As long as it got those things on it, it should be good.
All right.
Yeah, King. One of the biggest factor with the Form 56 is the court itself, Part 3. Where that king, I think why he got good results is when he put the all caps trust foreign court. That's
when you put the what now?
The all caps and trust foreign court, like you put there, with the foreign address and everything. They should get good results. If you know some places,
it's a foreign court. A lot of people don't know they can have their own foreign court.
Right. And then these folks that work at the IRS, they're not like, you know, the sharpest knives in the drawer, or, you know, they you know. So when they see you put all caps trust, they quick to deny you, because they want to see something with court and administrative. You know what I mean? They're not confident themselves. A bunch of them that work there, they're not. So if you put the whole thing, you should get better results, like you had there.